This is what we're picking up. A 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is Summit package. It's got the 3-liter EcoDiesel in it. So Summit's pretty well loaded from what I remember. And this is a 2015, so I mean, Summit's top of the line. I know it's got panoramic roof. I know it's going to have backup camera. It's got the Harman Kardon stereo. It's got that kind of brownish saddle leather interior. This thing is in great shape. The wheels, as you can see, they're not scuffed or biffed up. I'm actually going to edit this video real quick because my guys are going to come look at this tomorrow, and I thought it wasn't going to be ready till Tuesday. I kind of got a last minute surprise that they got it done and ready, and this thing really is nice. I mean, body wise, I can't find a dent or ding on it. Again, Summit package. It is that 3-liter EcoDiesel. I'll pop the back end open on it later when we get out. But great shape on the outside. I mean, this thing's clean. My manager told me it was, and man, this thing really is clean. It needs to be cleaned up just a little bit. This right here is just dirt. But I mean, overall, this thing's in great shape. The guy that's buying this is a body man. So he asked me about the body. No accidents on the auto check, and this was a trade-in to us. As you can see, it's got the sensor up in the front for the adaptive cruise. I love this grille, that mesh bright grille with these headlights. I really like this body style of Grand Cherokee. It's one of my favorites. You know, when they went to kind of the squinched, I call it the squinched up headlights, but when they went to the squinched up headlights and like the newer digital instrument cluster, which I'm going to show you all that stuff when we get on the inside. But I'll stop us right here. This does have the easy entry door. I'm going to stop right here. Let's hop on the inside. All right, like I said, the easy entry, you're just going to pop your hand right there and you're good to go. As you can see, my bag's already in there. Dual power seats. It does have that Harman Kardon stereo. It's like the only flaw I could find was it's got a little chip down there in that. 2-position memory seats. You got power folding mirrors. Again, Harman Kardon. Power everything like you would expect on a Summit. But look at this interior, man. My grandpa bought an Impala, a 14, the new body Impala with this color interior, and I gave him so much grief about the color of it. And then I owned a 17 all-terrain that had the same color interior, and I'm telling you, it is absolutely sharp. I love that kind of baseball peanut butter brown look. You got steering wheel audio controls, 114,000 miles. And I'm going to have to throw some diesel in it. No worries, we can do that. I'm going to turn that fan down. This thing's blowing on high. And we'll turn that radio off. But yeah, 114,000 miles. No warning lights on the dash. You've got adaptive cruise, all that good stuff. You've got backup camera as well. Let me get it in reverse. You can see that nice 8.4 touchscreen. You've got all your collision warnings, your eco settings, all that good stuff. All this stuff works. Man, the interior's in great shape. It smells good. And this has that panel roof. And let me hop in the back. I'll show you the back real quick. As you can see, more of that panoramic roof. You've got USB chargers back here. Thing appears to be in great shape. Little spot in the seat right there, but nothing too bad. Overall, man, things in great shape. You've got power lift gate in the back. It does have the rubber Jeep all-weather mat back here. And you find the button for the power lift gate. Your power lift gate button is actually right here. So we're going to shut this. I've got it running, so I mean, that diesel's pretty quiet. So as you can see in this side and the back, I said there's a one little stain spot over there, but got all weather mats throughout. Um, this thing is a 2015. Keep in mind, you've got power seats on this side. They're going to be heated and all that good stuff. Move my bag right there. As you can see, overall, things in great shape. We're going to see how she drives. Give me just a little bit, and we'll get on the road. All right. It's actually Saturday morning. It's been a crazy Saturday. I have not been able to get my morning drink because somebody hit a transformer, and nobody has registers in Boonville apparently. So we'll get her out on the road. Do a little bit of driving with her. I probably drove this last night from the time I picked it up in Evansville and I drove it home to my house, which is about probably 15, 16 miles. I run a couple errands with it. I think, I'll tell you real quick. The thing drives phenomenal. And I mean phenomenal. Very impressed. Has a lot of features. I've put 36 miles on it so far. I'm averaging about 17 and a half miles per gallon, which probably isn't really fair. I did get McDonald's last night and I let this thing sit and idle for quite a bit. I don't know why it looks like I'm tilted. I don't know what that is. Put about 36 miles on it. I'm going to probably end up with about 70 after I do just a little bit more driving up to work this morning. It's one thing I really don't mind about this job is this drive. Again, like I said, so it's a pretty drive, and I can tell you this thing drives phenomenally. Give me just a second, and I'll give you a few of my thoughts. Okay, so the ride in this thing is exceptional. It does have the air ride. It took me kind of a minute to figure it out, but it does have. It's got an easy exit feature. You can set it for once you put it in park, it'll drop the ride height down to an exit. Where when I got out and did it last night, it puts it almost down on the wheel wells. You cannot drive like that. Then it's got an off-road 2 and off-road 1, and at a certain speed, it will adjust it down. So if you're on off-road 2 and I think you get above 30, 35 mile an hour, it adjusts it to off-road 1. I think you have to highway speed, it adjusts it to the aero mode, which the aero will adjust your ride height to be optimal for whatever speed. I played with a lot of settings on here. This thing does, for a 2015, this thing was advanced as all get out. I mean, this has got more gizmos and gadgets and paddle shifters. The EcoDiesel in this. So this is the first Jeep that I've driven with this 3-liter EcoDiesel. I've driven several of the trucks. I can tell you, if you delete the DEF in this, it is this thing will get up and go. I've got a crew cab Ram. I've got a short of it on here. I drove it last weekend with this same motor, and this is about the first 20 miles an hour, probably the first 1,000, 1,500 RPMs. This thing is an absolute dog. If you put it in sport mode, it makes it a little less doggy. But until these turbos get spooled up, it's a little slow. But once some turbos kick in, about 20 mile an hour, from 20 to about highway speed, this thing absolutely rips. You and we just done work to this, so I didn't really get on it. But you give it a quarter throttle, and you can feel that diesel torque just kick in and go. I mean, that torque will get you going quick. It was a little quicker than what I thought when I drove it. Um, First time I gave it just a little bit of gas to take off, and it was kind of doggy. I'm like, oh, give it a little bit more. 20 mile an hour, I found out real quick. You want to just feather a little bit, and she's good to go. Um, I let it idle quite a bit, but I'm averaging about 18 miles a gallon. Um, but I can tell you, right now it says my current miles per gallon, and I'm seeing it in the 30s, 40s. I'm almost up to 19 miles per gallon. I'm not running cruise control or anything like that. Overall, I can tell you this. I love the way this thing drives. I'm hoping my customer likes it and takes it home. He said his daughter's got one just like it. Um, this thing, other than a couple little minor cosmetic issues, and I say minor, it's got a little stain spot in the seat, and it's a 2015. It's not a 2024. And I'm selling this thing for a fraction of what this thing costs brand new. All right, well, you've heard me yap enough. I can tell you this thing drives absolutely amazing. I've got no warning lights on. I think I'm up to almost 40 miles in it. I'm going to shut it off and see y'all in just a few. All right, and that's going to wrap it up for the 15 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit EcoDiesel. I'm sitting here waiting on my breakfast. I'm going to open up the store here in just a second. If you like stuff like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. At least like my video. Consider commenting. I try to answer everybody. If you would, please consider subscribing. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the very next video. Hopefully it comes soon with my breakfast. Have a good weekend.